Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to first and foremost give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. The men that taught us the truth, this 100% truth, the true way of worshiping Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, whose name is Yahweh Shai. I want to say peace and salutation to your hopeful elect that believes sincerely in His truth. Shalom. This your brother Mayim coming from the GMX Memphis camp, coming back at you once again with another lesson. And I hope this lesson be edifying to your hopeful elect. Let's get to it. And I wanted to do this quick lesson going into boasting about tomorrow. And this is something that Jake, you Israelites, love to do. Like talk about tomorrow, talk about where you're going to be at 5 years from now. And you just have all these future plans for this wicked kingdom that you live in. And the truth be told, you don't really know what tomorrow holds. No one don't know. Because you can't control your life. You don't have power over the spirit. You don't have this free will at this kingdom, tell you have. Because truth be told, shit, if you had free will, stop yourself from dying. Stop death. Because when it's time for you to go, hey, it's time for you to go. You can't prevent that. The Lord is the only one that can control your destiny. So all this boasting about tomorrow, what you're going to do, hey, tomorrow is not guaranteed. So let's get into the meaning of this word boast before we, get into any scriptures. It's the word boast from the etymology online, mid 14th century. It said to brag, speak arrogantly. And that's what it comes off, to the Lord. You hear it is you bragging, you speaking arrogantly. Jake be having these conversations, what they're going to do when the weekend hit, when Friday hit. I'm finna get chopped up, finna get lined up. I'm finna go to the mall, give me a little outfit. Back with, it's back when the times when, it was cool, to go to the clubs and party and having fun. But, in these times, ain't too many Jakes saying that, but they still saying it to this following day. Waiting till the weekend hit. But it's not guaranteed that you're going to make it to the weekend, to Friday, to Saturday, to do what you planning on doing. It said the meaning speaking with pride. And pride wasn't made for man. So the Lord just looking at it like, hey, looking down from heaven, like this person really think he's going to do that. But not saying Lord's will. Lord, will I make it to tomorrow? Lord, will I see you the next day? Lord, will I make it to the weekend? Or hey, make it to the next year. All of this. This is what you should be saying. Hope you hoping. So I want to get into this story with this rich man, he had this proud, this pride in him. He was speaking arrogantly, because he had all these crops, this fruit, and he was storing it up for future time. But let's see how the Lord felt about that. This is Luke chapter 12, verse, let me see what it started. Yeah, verse 16. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man, brought forth plentiful. And he thought with himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruit. And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build a greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my good. So this rich man, he had plenty of crops, plenty of fruits. He had so much fruits, crops, that he said he had to tear down his barn because he ain't had nowhere to put all his fruits, all his crops. So he was like, hey, I'm going to build me a bigger one. So let's continue to read. It said, verse 19, and I would say to my soul, thou hast much good laid up for many years. Take thy ease, eat, drink, and be merry. Now let's go back to this word boast. To brag, speak arrogantly. And that's what he was doing. He was bragging, speaking arrogantly. Hey, I got so much, fruit, so much crops, hey, for many years, I'm good, I'm straight, I can eat, chill, hey, be merry. But let's see what the Lord feel about that. Let's see what's his plans for this rich man. Because he just told you his plans, hey, he got plenty of fruits and crops for many years, but let's see what the Lord's plans is for him. But the Lord said unto him, thy fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided? So he that lay up treasure for himself and is not rich towards the Most High. So the Lord had other plans for this rich man. See, this rich man has planned for the future, that he was going to be good, he was going to be straight. But the Lord was like, no. The Lord had other plans for him, saying, hey, your soul is required this following night. So he wasn't able to reap the benefits of those fruits that he had stored up for many years. And this is why you should not boast about tomorrow, what you're going to do, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Let me get this in Proverbs. Matter of fact, come on, man. Where is it? Yep, there you go. This is Proverbs chapter 27, verse 1. Boast not thyself of tomorrow. So don't speak arrogantly, have this pride about what you're going to do tomorrow. Because it said, boast not thyself of tomorrow. For thou knowest not what the day may bring forth. So you don't even know what the day may bring forth. Here it is, you got plans on doing this, doing that, and hey, you might not make it to tomorrow, or you might not be able to do those plans. Cause you can sit up here and say, come man, woman, child can sit up here and say, hey, what they gonna do tomorrow. But the Lord can say, hey, no, you ain't gonna do that tomorrow. The Lord have it where you do this, you do my plans for tomorrow. Because each brother, sister, child that's in this truth, they didn't have plans on being in this truth. They didn't never thought they'll be doing what they doing right now. They in this truth. Like speaking for me, for an example, never in a million years, I would have thought I'd be out there on the highways and hedges, preaching this gospel, you know. But this is the Lord's movie. This is His will, and you're gonna do according to what He wants you to do, not according to what you want to do. So it's not up to us. It's up to the Lord's. It's His will at the end of the day. So that's why it is important for you to say, Lord willing, tomorrow I do this, I do that. This is James chapter 4, verse 13. It says, go to now. It said, go to now, ye that say today or tomorrow. We will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appears for a little time, then vanish away. And that's what our life is like a vapor, like smoke, like fumes. Like you look at someone blowing out smoke, you see that smoke for a little couple of seconds or whatever, then it just disappears. That's what your life is like. 1 minute you're here, then the next minute you're gone. So what you ought to say, verse 15, for that ye ought to say, if the Lord's will, we shall live and do this or that. And that's why it's important for you to say that. Lord willing, I do this, I do that. Because the Lord can have other plans for you. Like that following day, you say that, hey, hey, I'm gonna do this tomorrow. Hey, maybe later on that day, hey, something bad might happen. You might get hit by a car, or cripple, or hey, that's your last day on earth. Let me get this in the Ecclesiastes. I think that's 9 verse 12. It said, for many also knoweth not his time, as the fishes are taken in an evil net, and as the birds are caught in a snare, so are the sons of men snared in the evil time, when it fallen sun up upon them. And that's how judgment come upon you. No one knoweth their time. Just like, fishes, they get caught up in that net, or a bird getting trapped in a bird trap. They don't see it coming. You can't see your time coming. So that's why it's important. I'm keep stretching it. Hey, that's why it's important to say Lord's will. All this talking about what you're gonna do, and that, and especially for individuals that hear this gospel. Cause this what this lesson is mainly for. People feel like they got all the time in the world to do this and do that, to live their best life. Well, you don't know when the Lord is going to come. No one does. You don't know when all hell going to break loose. But it says suddenly it shall fall upon them. So it's going to catch you off guard. And that's why it's best to seek the Lord right now before the evil day come. I want to end it off with this Ecclesiastes. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. Remember thou thy creator in the days of thy youth. So remember the Lord right now, while you young and healthy. For an individual, that come up. You young and healthy, hey, remember the Lord right now. Bring it back to your mind while the evil days come not. So while, hey, all hell ain't breaking loose, remember the Lord right now before he bring a straight judgment. Make all hell break loose. Know the years draw now. So don't wait until you get old, you get on your deathbed, you get sick. Don't wait until then. When thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, then now you don't even want to really do nothing. When you old, washed up, you ain't trying to, be active like how you was in your young days. So that's why it's best to get it right now. Get it while the getting is good. That's the elder from GMS Memphis Camp love to say. Get it while the getting is good. Cause that's a good sacrifice the Lord getting you right now. Instead of you thinking that you got forever to get this word. So hey, that's all I had with this lesson, man. Hey, I hope this lesson was edifying to you. Shalom.